Teacher tip 69. Identify your students' needs. Before you start teaching, you need to do a needs analysis. Find out exactly where your students are before you can try and teach them to become successful in your class. To do that, you have to find out what knowledge and what skills they have. Because if you know what pre-existing knowledge they have, you know what you can build on. Because if you start doing work that is out of their reach, that is too difficult, they won't understand it. Similarly, if you do things that are too easy, you are just redoing a lot of things they've already done. It's the same with their skills. What are they able to do? You want them to learn new things. You want to show them how to be better in whatever you're teaching. So first you need to make sure where they are. Check the understanding of the students. A good idea is to perhaps talk to a teacher that taught that the year before, so that you know what you need to teach them, where they are, and how you can best help them to achieve that. Teacher tip 70. Don't let the grading pile up. Make a schedule for marking. This is one of the realities of teaching. There will always be a constant flow of marking that needs to be done. You're going to have to grade papers, you have to check books, homework. It never ends. But we are human and we have our own lives to think of. So that is why it's important to have a schedule for marking. If you're at school, have your time where you can work without interruption. Or if you're at home, put some time aside where you can just sit, listen to music and do some marking. Most experienced teachers have some sort of marking schedule and they are always ahead. But life happens and we do fall behind. But try not to fall behind too far because it's very difficult to catch up. Teacher tip 71. Set firm boundaries between your home life and work life. We shouldn't bring our homes to work. And similarly, we shouldn't take our work back home, except for marking. You want to have a clear divide between what happens at school and what happens at home. Because you are only human. You should take care of your family and your own needs. And then when you get to school, switch on that professional you and focus on teaching. It is very difficult sometimes to find space in between the two, but make sure that you find some way of doing it. If you constantly talk about work at home, it's going to have a bad effect on your family because they want to spend time with you and not just your job. Also, if you are at work, you need to focus on what you're doing and your students. But if you bring in your home life all the time, it is not very professional. So find a way to have a boundary between the two.